Hey everyone, today's lesson is going to be over history of taxonomy and hierarchy. And our learning objective is going to be that we will define taxonomy and recognize the importance of a standardized system to the scientific community. So, why is a standardized taxonomic system important? Well, people have been grouping organisms into categories for millennia, so this isn't something new that we've started doing. A long time ago, Aristotle, who was a Greek philosopher, was the first known scientist to start using classification. So he organized his hierarchy based on whether animals traveled by air, land, or water. So the way that he classified was a lot simpler than the 8 level classification that we have today. It was either air, land, or water. So pretty primitive, but still started that process of grouping organisms together. Today, we currently use the modern taxonomy that was created by Carolus Linnaeus, which was published in his book in 1735. So, those 8 levels that you learned about are the ones that were created by Linnaeus and the ones that we still use today. And he organized his organisms instead based upon their anatomical features. So, instead of this time whether they travel by air, land, or water, he was looking more at things like, well, what is the body shape? What appendages do they have? So, for example, we know that a dog has, 4 legs and paws and things like that, which is different from a fish, which has fins. So he was looking at the specific features that he could see in order to put them into separate categories. So we also use binomial nomenclature. So pause real quick and think about, what do you call this animal here? So this animal actually has about 40 different common names that we know of. Where you live normally determines what you call this animal. So in some places, this could be a puma, a mountain lion, a jaguar. It depends upon the country, or even within our country, what you call it. There's a lot of animals like this. Another example would be something like a crawdad versus a crawfish. While we might know what that means, it doesn't help scientists very well if we can't rely on a common name for everything. So scientists use binomial nomenclature to name organisms and animals instead. It's a standardized system, so no one is confused what organism is being referred to. Like I just said, in this one, or in this animal's case, there are 40 different names depending upon where you live. And so scientists only use one name. Okay, this has a very specific name based upon the species, and they use that so that no one is confused what animal is being referred to. So everyone in the entire world uses the exact same system, which is all in Latin. So for binomial nomenclature, it uses the last 2 levels of hierarchical classification, so the genus and the species. So if we go back to those 8 levels: domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, and then we get to the last 2, genus and species. So remember, these are the ones that are the most specific for each and every organism. So we use those in order to give them their name. And the binomial nomenclature is always italicized. So you have the genus capitalized and the species is lowercase. So for example, for humans, our binomial nomenclature is Homo sapiens. Many of you have probably heard that before. So Homo is actually the genus that humans are a part of. And you can notice it is italicized and the genus is capitalized. Sapiens is the specific species that we are. So that is what distinguishes us from other animals that could be within the Homo genus. So this is an important part of taxonomy because it allows scientists, no matter where they live in the world, to be able to easily and quickly refer to animals no matter what, and make sure that everyone is discussing the same thing. So that's it for this lesson. So go explore further.